have in my hand here a 3.5 inch mini LCD monitor, and it's basically used for setting up and testing your cameras. It's a portable LCD display. You can connect it directly onto your camera, and you can use it then to check your camera's working or do adjustments and settings on your camera. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to give an overview of exactly what comes in the box. We'll have a detailed look at the unit here, and then what we'll do is we'll actually set this up and get it working. Okay, so it comes in this outer box, which you can see here. We have a number of things. We have a strap here, which we can use to attach to the monitor, so we can strap it onto our arm or hold it. We have a cable here. It's a 3.5mm jack here on it, and what we have on it is we have an ability to support both audio, as in a microphone, something like that, and test it, and also BNC for the camera. What we have here as well is we have an ability to output the display from here directly over to a TV, we'll say using this RCA connection here. We have an ability with this unit here to take power directly off of the monitor and power our camera with it. And then we have the power unit here itself. It terminates in a mini USB here, and this is what we'll actually use for powering the LCD monitor. Now we can power this and actually turn it on with no cameras in position or batteries in position, but it comes with a total of 4 rechargeable batteries here, AA batteries, and what we can use this with, or the purpose of this to achieve, is to actually come along and have we can work it independently off its own power source. Okay, so we'll normally have it charged up if we can at all. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go through, we'll say, a quick setup on this. So I'm just going to lift this flap here on the back, which we'd use when we're supporting this for freestanding. And I'm just going to grab the 4 batteries here and insert them. So it's just 1, 2, 3, and 4 batteries here. Okay, and we can just slide the cover back on, just like this. So it's very straightforward. Which is here, and that's it. So we can actually leave it freestanding like this because of the little thing in the back, but I'll just insert that there now. And what we can do here is we have an on-off switch on it, so we have it in the on position here, but if it come along, I can actually turn it on or off here, simply there. We have a menu, simply brings up contrast, things like that. I'll display it in a few moments. We have an escape button on the bottom, and then to go through the menu we can use the arrow up and down. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. On the far side here, what we have is where we're taking the output from this LCD monitor, and we can run it directly to power our camera. We have the output here where we have an input from the camera from both the audio and also from the BNC connection, and then we have the AV output here, which could run directly to our TV. So what I'm going to do at this point in time is I just have a camera here which I'm going to put on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I want to power this, and then I want to look at the display of the camera directly onto the unit. So the first thing here is we just come along. I have this connection here, and I'll just go for the connection that's saying camera in, and insert it here. What I'm going to do next is I'm just going to grab this cable here, and this is the audio, or this is the power supply. So this is actually what's going to power it, and I'm going to draw that power directly off the batteries that are inside this monitor here. And if we wanted to come along here and we actually wanted to power this, what we'd be doing is, just say there was no power in the batteries, we've pre-charged these batteries. What we could do is we can just come along here, we can insert it in here, and we can actually use this even if the charge is totally dead, powering it directly. But normally, obviously, we don't want to do this because we won't have it a totally mobile unit. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm just going to slide over the power button, and we'll just look at the LED display here. As that's displaying on, if I just hold this up here, we can see the output from the camera here is displayed directly onto the monitor here. It's just absolutely brilliant, okay? It's really, really simple, but when you're thinking about, let's say you're trying to troubleshoot here, you don't know which camera is faulty, all you need to do is just go directly up to the camera, you power it directly off this. It's really neat and compact, okay? What we're going to do then is I will just press the menu button here, and we just have the ability to adjust, let's say, the volume, the contrast, all the rest of it on the monitor itself here. And if I just want to get out of that, I can just hit the escape button, and I can do the ability to adjust volume, whatever like that, directly onto it, whatever we're set on the menu. Just say we had a local monitor, TV screen, we wanted to do it, and we just wanted to run this directly over to get a better idea or a better picture on it. I could come along here, and I can insert this cable here, and I could run it directly over via this RCA leads directly over to a TV, we'll say, and connect it in via the RCA or convert it over to SCART, something like that. Something really neat solution. If we look at the strap here that comes with it, what we can do is we can actually slot this through here around the back, and we can have a strap then that we can actually come, we can actually fit the monitor directly onto our arm, something like that, or just hold it, we'll say, or onto a strap here. So that again is a very, very neat solution, and it means that it maximises the flexibility of it. The reason that we went for this particular meter is that there's a lot of higher end meters that I saw that were available. They were a lot more expensive, a lot more features on it. But the two saving graces of this is that it has all the features that we need at a cost point that's attractive to both DIYers and also professional installers, because it's doing exactly what you want basically. For 99% of people it will be sufficient, certainly if you're doing analog setups, etc. And then the second thing to note is the guys will say who recommended us towards this particular one had pointed out that they had used it on a professional basis for years and years without an issue. So like, you know, that in itself is another great selling point on it, that it's a robust type of design. So I really think this is a really winning product. I think it sits fantastically with a range of CCTV stuff for us, and anybody who's interested in doing their own DIY setup, or anybody who wants to have a professional meter, this really is a very, very attractive one, because it's so neat, so easy to use, and it gives you the features you're really looking for. So that's it anyway, an overview of the 3.5-inch LCD monitor that's available for testing and setting up CCTV cameras.